You're listening to all these sections Unfiltered with Sessioz.
Okay, hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Only Sessions Unfiltered. My name is Shekinah Benibo, aka Sessioz the Expert Mix. And today we're going to be talking about another very exciting and interesting topic. And I have the rare privilege once more to have with me someone really great, a beautiful mind, someone that is loaded to the full, the highly esteemed Sir Onochie. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
It's so great to have you here. Thank you. Thank you for talking to us the last time about the art of saying no, and you taught us so much, and there's still so much we're learning from that session. Thank you, sir. So today we're going to be talking about something interesting, as I said, and it's the unspoken dating rules, right? There's so much to be said about the whole dating, the controversies behind and between the whole dating affair. And those are the issues we hope to tackle in this session on dating. So I'd like to start up with a very simple question. What does it mean to date? Because from my study, different cultures have their own definitions and explanations for the whole idea of dating. In Africa, for example, what does it mean when a guy says, I'm dating a lady? What does it mean to date? Now, let's start from there.
We'll have to look at it two ways. For us, thank you, Shekinah. For us as believers, we must understand that we are not the world. We must understand that we are different.
True.
We must have to accept that.
True.
We play by different rules. So if we look at dating from the world, it's when two people come together and they are checking out each other. And checking it out each other means they also are open to like having sex and all that. That's the word for you.
Commitment.
Yes, they can't say they are dating if there's no. Eventually, they try to have sex and all that. But for us, the word dating, I don't know where we will start to. Is this something that is our culture? Because we have a culture in the kingdom.
True.
Ours is that marriage is sacred. It's something that God created, and it's a beautiful thing. And in it said, marriage bed undefiled. For us, sex is sacred. It's not something, it means a whole lot for us as a people. And then marriage, not just for sex, it's also for procreation. It is also for coming together to fulfill purpose. It's to kill loneliness. It's a whole lot for us in the kingdom. So if we look at scriptural precedents and then try to get application from scripture, we can say, how did it start? It says, a man shall leave his father and his mother and then shall cleave to his wife, and two shall become one. The period where two people who were mature for marriage have to now meet each other and then begin to plan marriage is what we can say is dating, plan marriage, or decide that we're not going to get married. So we must look at it critically and debunk a lot of myths that we have taken over from the world.
From the world.
You know one thing about the world, sir, is, you see, these people of the world, these people can kill, these people can lie, these people can do juju, these people can do so many things. You know you're not ready to kill anybody. You're not ready to do juju. Go to the doctor, carry talisman on your waist. You don't want to do witchcraft, astral travel. You don't want to break people's leg through juju. And then you want to copy what they are doing. You can't go all the way with them. Then you want to now copy small. Be separate, even though we live in this world. Live by the principles of the kingdom and focus on it so he can work for you. So that their own too will work for them until Satan will come and kill them. You understand? Because they are in his hands. But for us, we're his master. Let's live by the culture of the kingdom and study the culture of the kingdom. So I want to look at our own culture of what you've called dating.
So sir, if I'm to go direct,
yes, sir.
That means what you're saying, in the culture of the kingdom, there's no dating. Because
that thing they do in the world, yes.
Yes. Because you mentioned that in the culture of the kingdom, a man shall leave his father and his mother and cleave. There's not leave his father and mother and
marriage is
talk
like
to the
it's
woman.
like a contract.
Exactly.
Yes. And we don't want to accept it. But I want us to now break it down. So it's not
So
like
there's no internship stage.
Let's look at it.
Interim stage.
Let's look at it.
Okay.
The best thing you can do for the person you want to you will marry in future is that you start early to work on yourself.
Okay.
That is the oddity. The work you're doing and the person too is doing the same work, is imbibing by the principles of kingdom. Let me give you an example. A key and a lock. The key and the, let's say, which one is lock now? Let's say key.
And the home where the key has to pass.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even if they stay apart for 10 years, for 20 years, so far that key, the thread is for that door. Once you meet, once you bring toward them, it will fit. Because they've been prepared.
Designed, yeah.
So the problem is that people have not been prepared to meet somebody. So scripture says, after you have built your field, build your house. So I will talk about a few things now, but before I do, let me tell a story that's a bit heartbreaking, but that'll help us understand. Because this dating thing, people die out of it.
True.
I think they kill. They sing it in music, chopping breakfast. People go into depression. People commit suicide.
Yeah.
Something is wrong. Anything that leads people to such things shows that there's something wrong somewhere, even though the person also might have their own personal problems. So there's this brother that was trying to get this sister to marry him. And the sister kept delaying. I know how it is for men. When the sister is delaying, we still pursue some more. We're giving more and more. And you know, ladies, some ladies, our sisters, have also been taught by the world that girl cannot help who she loves. You know, all those kind of things. It just happens. A lot of stuff have been put in the minds of people so that they don't look at things critically and with a lot of wisdom. So he was following this girl. And he got into this depressive state. And mysteriously, he died. It was just a shocking thing for us, for everybody. And the girl was so devastated. The girl wanted to die. Because now she was saying, okay, come and marry. If her tears when the guy died was like, come and marry me. Okay, she will call his name, and say, come and marry me, come and marry me, come and marry me. To get her out of that state was under wahala. She wanted to kill herself. Because things are done wrong. So let's start with brother. If a man, just like this talk about girl child, educating the girl child, a lot of people say if you educate the boy child, it will have a balance. We won't have so much loading the girl child. Because the boys, ourselves, our parents, our fathers have not taught us that we're supposed to be providers, providing direction, providing material stuff, become sustainers. We're supposed to provide security from when we are little. It's supposed to be bombarded. Responsibility should be bombarded into that child. So he's becoming the key or the key lock or whatever over time, before ever meeting the other party. Because it means that there's somebody somewhere God has prepared. Now, we know there's no particular woman for any particular man, but that there are a series of persons that God has prepared that can fit you, that can help you over time. Because if there was a particular person for a particular man, scripture will not say that widows should marry. Because if the husband that they married that died was the person God chose for them, then that means there's no other person. It also means that some of these eunuchs, because God is a God of equity, anybody he creates the second person, Abi, for balance. No disparity. Which means all the persons that eunuchs were supposed to marry will not have husband. It means that Paul, the person Paul was supposed to marry, maybe was not. Even the person Jesus was supposed to marry is still single, and he has not forgiven Jesus even in heaven. It simply means it simply means that theory that there's one man for one woman is married wrong. All these things mentality. That marriage is about commitment and maturity. It's a decision. You decide. So from day one, the boy is taught to prepare, have his vision clear, begin to prepare. It is easier for him to meet a woman and they won't waste time and they will marry because he is ready. And the girl has been trained to be ready.
Sessioz, the expert mix.
Working with Sessioz Baba is like icing on the cake. He is jovial, and serious. He is patient. He just knows how to, dig deep to bring out the best in you. And when he takes up a project for you, he marries it like it's his wife. He doesn't just want to do something shabby because his reputation is on the line, but he gives it his all, and he's a very wonderful person to work with. And if you ever want to do something and you want your raw talent and creativity to be brought to the limelight, I suggest you look for Sessioz. He's the best.